Welcome to Carib Explorer, Life and Science of the Caribbean at Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum.
Join us as we show you all the booths, interview all the persons, and guide you in on all the excitement. So I'm here with new friends from Z Money.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about Z Money.
So Z Money is a remittances and mobile company. Our parent company is ZPay Ghana. We were in operation from 2014, but we have just started in Barbados. You were able to receive money into the country via MoneyGram, RIA, Small World, and collect your cash through us. We will be in a few coming months rolling out our mobile money system, so you'll be able to pay for your goods or your services using mobile money.
Okay, so this is like an app?
Yes, you'll be able to do it through an app.
All right, so Oxanic Grow is a company that was founded during COVID times. So just basically the past 3 years, we're committed to growing agriculture and produce indoors to produce high quality produce, as well as help to minimize the impact to the environment.
Okay, great. So it's kind of like a food supply thing, grow your own food.
Yes. You can grow your own food as well as to help substitute import. So different foreign exchange to help reduce foreign exchange as well as to minimize the amount of import our country does. You can grow foreign produce locally.
Okay, great. So you're based where?
We're based in Trinidad.
It was Haiti breaking out in revolution. It was Busa troubling Barbados. It was that rebellion at Demerara. These were the things that demonstrated to empire that slavery was not sustainable, that the African would not be kept on her knees. It was the Caribbean bent, but on bow that inspired the poetry of resistance. For Claude Mackay said, "We will not die like hogs." And Sam Sharp said, "I will rather die on the gallows than spend my life in slavery." And Antonio Macio said, "This revolution has no color." And Marcus Garvey said, "Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery."
We find our destinies have always been aligned, but sometimes there are blind spots. Memories forced into a box, locked to keep us boxed into boxes of toxic thoughts, to stop us from singing our songs of freedom, to make us forget the spirit of revolution that we come from. But we remember. We remember that our ancestors existed far before these systems tried to contain them. From the continent to the islands, even across the ocean, we are not tied to the terrestrial notion of fixity. There has always been more to us than slave ship and plantation, so we are joined together by the tidal motions in which we triangulate our shared identities.
Enterprises has been in existence for about 30-off years.
30-something years?
Yes.
Wow.
It originally started in the kitchen of my managing director, Mrs. Lila Johnson. She's somewhere around, and the picture you see there is Mrs. Johnson in its flesh. She's actually still alive and doing everything as it is.
But Aunt May, her first name is May?
No, there's just... I think this is just a name that she decided to come up with.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's based here in Barbados?
Yes. Everything you see here is manufactured here locally. We are located in building number 8 in Newton Industrial Park in Christchurch. So, it's a brand.
We specialize in business-to-business clients. So if a company has a service that they, instead of employing people, dealing with the HR, costing them a lot more money, they can outsource their services to us, and we're based in Belleville, Barbados.
Oh, well, I heard an accent, so I was like, what?
She's like, yes. I'm actually from the UK, so I relocated from the UK to Barbados last year, and loving it so far.
Well, yes. Yeah. Well, we're from Jamaica. So.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, my parents are from Jamaica, Kingston and Westmoreland.
Oh, Westmoreland.
Yeah.
You see, Jamaicans are everywhere. from 2022. So we're here with Hummingbird Soap Studio. Good morning. So tell me a little bit about your products.
Well, we are a locally owned business here in Barbados.
Yes.
We make from soap, deodorant, candles, body butters, shampoo bars. There's more to the line, but we didn't bring everything to the event.
Right.
But our main focus really is teaching. So this is for you to see what you can end up making, yeah? But our main focus is teaching.
Okay, so you teach how to...
Everything here. For this event, I'm going to say it's the candles and the deodorant.
Wow. Yeah, it's aluminum free.
Yes, it's aluminum free.
Are you able to smell? Are you? Oh yeah. Everything here already smells really good. But
And that's called tranquility.
That's really good. I already feel relaxed. That's really good. It smells so good.
Here, this one is called ginger snap.
Oh, I think that's what I'm smelling.
Yeah,
It's very
big.
Yes, it's very strong.
And then we have this one here. This is called Picket Rose. And persons ask me why the name Picket Rose. See how it smells like an English garden?
Yeah.
So you know we young ladies usually have this dream when we're growing up that we are gonna have the house with a nice picket fence.
Yes.
What is in the picket fence?
Roses.
Good. So picket fence rose.
Oh, I get it.
So hence the name. And then our shampoo bars, they're really good. They work well for all skin types, all hair types.
Yeah.
And a shampoo bar lasts long. We formulate them specifically for that, and they have clays and essential oils that are good for cleansing and conditioning the hair.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Everything smells so good. Thank you. Tell me a little bit about O's.
Well, O's, my wife, they call her Ophie. Everybody know her by Ophie. So she wanted a name for the business. So we said, okay, O's.
Okay.
So that's how O's
That's a cute
came up.
story.
Yeah. They're all gluten-free, alternative flour.
Oh, they're all flour.
We have breadfruit, sweet potato, cassava, plantain, and then you have byproducts like pancake mixes. There's a fry and bake from the sweet potato. Then you have fish cake mix. That's breadfruit.
How are you enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, it's good. Very interesting.
Pamela Cook Hamilton from the International Trade Center. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the International Trade Center has been around for almost 60 years. It was a construct of the United Nations and the WTO. Well, it was a GATT at the time, to be specific. And it's an institution that was developed precisely to help businesses and countries engage with international trade in a practical way. So the UN does the policy, WTO does the rules. We do the on-the-ground, hands-on engagement for trade facilitation and for engagement for MSMEs and businesses. Important and imperative for us to do what needs to be done. And so we've done a study by ITC on the potential for trade between Africa and the Caribbean, and there are significant opportunities. And we want to see how we can actually begin to build out and explore that.
Right. This has been a long time coming, and this forum is historical, and we're so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm really excited to be part of it as well, and we look forward to continuing to support the Caribbean into Africa and Africa into the Caribbean.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
So I have with me here Brian Lee Chandler, and tell me about your coconut project.
Hi, my name is Brian Lee Chandler. I'm from Barbados. And I'm the national coordinator for the Coconut 2 project underneath ITC, International Trade Center, which is situated in Geneva. So I'm the local coordinator for Barbados. The Coconut Project is an initiative by ITC to develop the coconut industry in 12 Caribbean countries, Barbados being one of them.
Is Jamaica one of them?
Yes, Jamaica is one of them. My counterpart in Jamaica, his name is Dr. Wayne Myrie. And he also he sits on the board of the CIB, the Coconut Industry Board in Jamaica.
Tell me a little bit about Best of Trading Company and MRS.
So Best of Trading Company is a Nigerian company that is into the manufacturing of plastics, all kinds of plastics, industrial plastic product especially, as well as blending of lubricants. Okay. Now, so we have the factory is located, or our businesses are located in Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa, and we are here on the Caribbean side to basically put out our business, to let people know that this is what is happening in Africa. And with this conference, which is trying to link the Caribbean and the continent, African continent, it is a perfect opportunity for us to have come here and showcase what we are able to achieve and what we can actually do together. And stuff. Then MRS, which is the second company, is actually the brand arm of the Bestaf. So Bestaf manufactures the plastics and the lubricants for MRS.
Oh, so MRS is like the marketing.
Exactly. So so MRS, you come to Nigeria, you see the MRS brands in petrol stations and gas stations and stuff like that. So everything that you see, from the plastics, the caps, the labels as well, we print labels as well, is all done within our factory. It's an integrated factory with over 200 million liters per annum capacity of lubricants. It is that huge. We wanted to be able to get the best out of Africa to showcase to the world. Now, if you look at the name Bestaf, it's actually from the acronym Best of Africa. So it is actually very deliberate what we are trying to achieve here. It's not just any kind of other regular company that's actually trying to sell within the continent. We want to go global. We want to take Africa global, and our company is actually on the cusp of achieving this very process, and hence the reason why we are very excited to be here. These are plastic products, containers that are used in different industries. So these are caps that we make. So these are regular caps for the jerry cans here, and then you have caps for these other the 25-liter jerry cans. Okay, and then you have bunk caps. These are caps that put for drums. Yeah. So the drums that come with two bunks. Yeah, they bring 200-liter drums. Yeah. So these are the caps. So all of these are made in our factory. And then you have the antiseptic and sanitizer bottles. As you can see, these are the different shapes. And then we have different containers which are used for like protein shakes, stuff like that. But we also use them to also sell our grease product with the MRS. But we have third-party companies who are also using the product for all different items. And these are jerry cans, some of the jerry cans that we produce, 25 liters. These are generic modes, so you will see this everywhere. But we specifically created this design. This is called the MRS design. It's actually
it's patented?
It is patented exactly to MRS, but we are able to actually give it away to other parties if they are willing to pay extra for it, of course. But it's, as you can see, it looks like them military gallons. The army put in their cars often. So this is essentially where the design came from. So 25 liters on the average, and then we have our buckets as well, beautifully built, quality. Very strong, sturdy stuff, currently being sold for the paint industry, chemical industry as well, and some other industry. And then we're shipping this around the continent as we speak at the moment. So there's a whole lot of traction because of the quality.
Digital brochure. This is the Export Barbados booth.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
So we're Export Barbados, BIDC. We help support small businesses and big businesses create and export. So we help them with innovation, we help them with export, we help them with business development, and our focus is on life sciences. We're promoting Barbados as a bio island.
Oh, what does that mean?
So bio island, basically we focus on biotech and life sciences. We produce a number of graduates every year in these areas, and we have a number of world-class businesses here, and we'd love to have more come to Barbados.
So look who we ran into, Yui. So tell us a little bit about why Yui's here today.
Well, we are from the Student Enrollment and Retention Unit. I'm Pat Atherley, I'm the director. This is my colleague Rose. And we're here because we have a very strong interest in recruiting in Africa and establishing stronger relations with universities in Africa. We've already started, the whole university as a whole, but the KFIL campus specifically as well. For example, we're about to launch a joint medical program with the University of Ghana. So it really was just an opportunity to have a presence with the university and chat with, persons, both local and from the continent, about what UE KFIL offers, and it's been great so far.
Okay, great, and we're so happy to run into you because one UE.
One UE. It was a pleasure. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I have two persons with me here. This one needs no introduction, but we also have Francis.
Yes, I'm Frances Ross. 12 years ago that we started to make these figures, and it's been open about 6 years in Bridgetown. Okay, so yes, we have figures depicting people from all over the Caribbean, and historical figures and current figures. We are dedicated to doing this thing correctly. No slapdash, put on a wig and go with that. If you look at it, there's a lot of detailing. Yes. All those little hairs that you see there, I have to put them in one at a time.
Oh my, this is a lot of hair. And I like how realistic he looks. He looks like he literally just ran over. Yes. He's even sweating. He just ran over.
Yes,
he just ran over.
Like that to be a natural look,
Wow. Well, these are awesome. Thank you.
Very welcome.
The idea is to set up a coconut cooperative among farmers, processors and vendors as well in Barbados.
Barbados.
If we can make a Caribbean coconut cooperative, that would be massive. That would be a paradigm shift. But we start with Barbados. And the work that ITC and Cardi has been doing in the last year has really started to bring awareness about the coconut possibility, and I think a lot of people are excited to jump on the idea of coconut sustainability.
Because it's so versatile, I can use it in so many things.
It's one of those crops that you can, as you said, you can do so many things, all the byproducts, but also important in a small space is the intercropping. You can do coconut and sheep, you can do coconut and banana, you can do coconut and ginger or edibles and so on.
Every Jamaican knows that coconut is good for you. You can use it to wash off your heart, as Jamaicans say. The coconut water, that is.
But most importantly, something they not say, which I have to say, is that this project has been funded entirely by the European Union.
Wow.
Yes, and it's their ambition to promote growth amongst small businesses and micro businesses in the Caribbean, elevate persons to a higher standard of living, addressing the sustainable goals, the 17 sustainable goals, which are very important to us, especially right now. And everyone should have a sustainable way of livelihood. So promoting livelihood through coconuts is something that they're pushing all together.